Hello, everybody. Tonight I am going over a 50 card CGC Pokemon submission. Um, my daughter was the one who has been mostly into Pokemon. I had collected them with her over the years. Well, she mostly collected over the years. I bought them for her until recently. We kind of got into where we're been buying more cards and working on reselling. I've been into comic books and sports cards previously myself. So this is our second CGC submission. Our first one we sent in was kind of a small one just to test them out, because PSA, where we do have a bunch of other cards, both sports cards and Pokemon cards, is insanely long. My first, it's a sports card submission, was submitted before my first CGC submission, which we've already got back, and then we submitted this one that we're going to go over tonight on November 24th, and I just got these back yesterday, which is February, what is today? February 11th was the day the day I got them back yesterday. And that was November 24th, 2020, and got them back February 11th, 2021. So I just these were a lot of cards. Mostly these were pack pooled cards. Some of them got a few Japanese cards. There's other cards that we bought on eBay or other various sources. And like I said, I have experience grading sports cards and comic books, so I kind of had an idea of how to grade cards. Wasn't too familiar with how to grade Pokemon cards. And so this is kind of a learning experience. So without further ado, we'll get to the submission. I already know what the grades are and have looked at it, because I can't wait for them to come. I have to know the grades before they ship. So I am not surprised by any of these that you guys see. Anyway, so here we go. First card. Oh, look at that. Armored Mewtwo. Wanted to save this for later to be a surprise, but I forgot how I set these up. Anyway, this one got a 9, and let me tell you, CGC is really tough on grading. This card looks great. There's kind of a little, I've noticed on some of the Pokemon cards, they're not completely rounded, the corners. They're kind of cut straight, and it looks like those cards wind up getting a 9. So I don't think they will grade you like a 10 or whatever if you have those cards that have those cut off corners or whatever. All right, so the next card we have is a Pikachu Evolutions Reverse Holo. So this is one we pulled from a pack. Now these cards are for resale. We have an eBay store, or I have an eBay store. I'll link in the description. My thought process, I mean, this in a 10, well, PSA 10, but even like a CGC 10 is going for a lot of money right now. I think it's like $200. But I figured even if I got a 9 or something in this, I could get $30-40 out of it or something. And, for a pack pooled card, it's worth it. Again, I don't know what the flaw is. One thing I forgot to do, I was gonna do subgrades on some of these, the more expensive cards like this Armored Mewtwo, some of the Charizards I have in here, but I forgot. So that's one thing I would do differently next time. Next card, this is a Hidden Fates Hidden Fates base set Reverse Holo Snorlax. Again, I'm not really sure how they got it to grade. I mean, even centering does kind of have a little bit of a straightened corner there. Centering looks pretty good. It's a little off, I guess, left to right on the front, but geez, to go down to a 9, I mean, these cards have to be perfect, I guess, in order to get a 10. Well, obviously, that's perfect. All right, next card, Crobat V. This is going to be something I'm going to be saying a lot. You know, it's a little off center, but man, to go all the way down to an 8.5, this wouldn't have been one I would have got a subgrade on anyway, because it's a more expensive card for this set, it's not really that expensive of a card, so I'm not really wasn't really too concerned about the subgrades on that card. Alrighty, next one, Full Art Coughing. Now this one is off-centered, I can tell. While this card, and you can see it more on the back here, you can see it, this side is quite thinner. This card has been climbing in price, but at the time I submitted it, wasn't that expensive of a card. Some of these cards I just kind of threw in just to get to 50 cards so I could qualify for the bulk submission. But now this has kind of risen in price a little bit. But it's an 8.5. Here's another one that I kind of threw in. A Farfetch'd Reverse Holo from Evolutions. I can't even remember why I submitted this card. And again, I don't see anything. There's a little bit of whitening over here in the bottom corner. So I don't know if that's even, well, I guess you can kind of see it on the camera. But I guess I just needed a card to fill out 50. I'm not sure why I even submitted that card. Alrighty, next one, Starmie GX. Another 8.5. Again, all I could tell on this, even this one doesn't even look that far off center, but it is just a bit thicker on this side. So I guess that goes down to an 8.5. I mean, I guess there could be some surface issues that you just can't see through the case. I will admit I didn't go over these as probably finely as I should have. In my subsequent submissions, I have, done the magnifying glass and everything just to make sure there's no surface issues or anything. So hopefully we'll see whenever my PSA submissions get back how they grade out. Now these are kind of cool. So these are the well, it's an Electabuzz, but it's from the original Pokemon movie, the Mewtwo Strikes Back. Really cool cards. I think they're not that easy to get. There is a little bit of whitening. I mean, I get why this one got an 8. So that's that. All right. Next one. We have Rowlet and Alolan Executor GX. And again, slightly off-centered, but this one's a 9. Kind of speed these up a little bit here. Venusaur and Snivy GX. A little bit off-center, side left to right. Still a 9. Some of these I might snap and submit to PSA just to see what the difference is in grading, because, I mean, CGC seems like really tough graders. Naganadel and Guzzlord GX. I just thought this was a cool-looking card, so I threw this one in there. It's not worth a ton. Again, slightly off-centered left to right is really the only flaw I can see on this one. Honestly, I mean, I don't see why. Magikarp. So this is a first edition Team Rocket Magikarp. It got a 7. I mean, I'm not surprised. There's a whitening on the bottom down there. You can see mostly on the bottom. Anyway, ever since we have seen there's a Magikarp video on YouTube. I don't know. It's Magikarp will F you up if you ever want to search it and see, have a good laugh. So ever since then, it's kind of been a joke with the kids that he's our favorite Pokemon. Or for me, to the kids, this is my favorite Pokemon. So every time I submit a grading submission, I will send in a Magikarp for good luck. Charmander, Burning Shadows, Reverse Hollow. Slightly off center again. Here we go. Blastoise GX. Centering. This one is a little more noticeable on the centering, which is weird. So this one's more noticeable in the centering, but it gets the same grade as the earlier one, as the Charmander did. So here's the other card from the 2019 collector chest, the Charizard. I got, this is just how crazy the market's gone. I got this card, the Armored Mewtwo, and the Pikachu, which is in here somewhere. And I paid $30 for all three of them. And now, I mean, raw, you can't even get one of them for $30. Well, maybe the Pikachu. This one, I don't even know where this one got the 9. That might be a good snap candidate. We'll see. Evolutions Mewtwo, non-hollow. I just like Mewtwo. So anyway, kind of getting back to, here we go, another one. I bought 4 of these for or 3 of these. They were $10 each. And now I submitted 2 of them. They're all kind of off center, so the 8.5 doesn't really surprise me. You can tell this is off center. Got 3 of these for $10 each. The one that I didn't submit, I sold it, and so the rest of them are free. And it even paid for the grading for the other 2. So this next one should be the same thing. This one's a little better, but you can still see it's off center. No real surface issues that I can see in the case. Pikachu Unified Minds, Reverse Hollow. So anyway, CGC seems to be really, really tough on their grades. Here's another one of those Pokemon movie stamped Mewtwo's in 8. So long term, I feel like Fossil and Limited Ditto. Long term, I feel like these guys should, if collectors, really care about getting a grade instead of a dollar amount. I think that CGC is, you're going to really have, this must be another one of the Wizards of the Coast cards I have. Yeah, Charmeleon. There was CGC 7. CGC really grades a lot harder. So that you're going to get, can you see there's no, it's on the other one. You're going to get a really well graded card. So that a 9's a 9, a 10's a 10. Whereas from what I've heard with PSA, some of these 9s, maybe some of these 8.5s will be PSA 10s, but we'll see when my PSA submission come back and if we decide to submit any of them. I don't know if we'll be able to catch it on the camera, but this little Squirtle has a swirl up there in the top right corner. I can't even tell if it's going to show up. Anyway, so it does. So their cards, their grading seems to be a lot more stricter than PSA's. Mega Charizard EX, another one. I just don't know where it got marked down. I love this card. I have 2 of these at PSA for grading. So we'll see. And hopefully I can compare them when I ever get it back. All right, Charizard V, same thing. This one is off-centered, though. You can see it on the back a lot better. Off-center, so I understand the 9. Since I haven't got any of my PSA submissions back yet, Another Charizard GX from Hidden Fates. Since I haven't got any of my PSAs back, I don't know. I don't really have anything to compare them to other than what I've heard. So we'll see. Got about 40 cards through over 2 different submissions at PSA currently for Pokemon. Battle Academy, the Dragon. This was the Dragon Majesty Charizard that they reprinted in Battle Academy. Has that Charizard stamp on there. Again, all I see is a little bit off center. Pikachu. So here's the third one from the Black Star promos from the 2019 Collector's Chest. All 3 of them graded it at a 9. And again, I can't tell. But again, I see this corner here is kind of squared off. So that must be what they're marking down. So I guess that's a defect, which is a learning experience for me. Unified Minds, Pikachu. Base card. Again, I just submitted it because I figured it got a 9 or 10, you get 20 bucks out of it. That's better than the $1 or $2 that I'd get if I sold it raw. All right, so here's a Japanese card. So these are the Pikachu campaign cards. These, we bought some of the little blister packs or booster packs, I guess. They came with 1 card, and I didn't know when we bought them, so this was another lesson, that the packs that these come in, the Astonishing Voltecker, they call it. There is the Fat Pikachu was one of the promos that was available in there, and apparently you could feel in the packs and find the Fat Pikachu, so there was 0 chance that I was going to get some. I bought like 10 packs from Japan, and also bought 5 from the US before I found out that they were searchable like that. Mew V from Darkness Ablaze. Slightly off-centered. I don't know if there's any surface. I'm going to not spend so much time going over these. I want to keep this video to about 20 minutes anyway. Charmander Evolutions Reverse Holo, 8.5. Here's the Dragonite from the Mewtwo Strikes Back Pokemon movie. They got an 8. I bought a set of those Mewtwo Strike Back cards. I think it was like 20 bucks. The 3 that I was able to submit all got 8s. The Pikachu had some creases on it, so it was probably like a 4 or 5. Here's another one of those Japanese Pikachus from the Pika Pika Pikachu campaign, the Astonishing Voltecker. Let's see. Next, we have another Pikachu from Breakthrough. A Alolan Raichu Holo. This is another Crimson Invasion. Another one I think I was just trying to complete the order. Base set Unlimited Charmander 7. Just need to get the Charizard to complete that set. That one's a lot more expensive than those two. Base set 2, Squirtle. This is base set 2, Meowth. Mawile GX. All right, a 9. Oh, got an 8.5 in the 9 pile. Sizor VMAX. I just thought that was a cool card. Wanted to get it in there. Butterfree V from Darkness Blaze. We'll do these last. Reshiram and Charizard GX from Unbroken Bonds. This is a 9.5. The only thing I can see on this is slightly off-centered, and it does have not really. I thought that these bottom corners looked like they were squared off, but I guess not. Gibble Shiny Vault from Hidden Fates. hollow. I just thought it was a cool card. Like that hollow pattern on it. Scorch V. And last Pokemon card is the Charizard VMAX from Darkness Ablaze. This is another one that I may resubmit to PSA, so we'll see. The last two cards are not Pokemon cards. They're actually Magic the Gathering cards. I like Magic the Gathering. I just thought these were cool. I love this, just the artwork on this Sublime Epiphany. That one got a 9. And this Teferi, Master of Time. It's a mythic rare, a non-hollow from the 2021 core set. Okay, so the final score on the cards graded, I had 3 of the 9.5s, 23 9s, 12 8.5s, 3 8s, which were all those Mewtwo Strike Back cards. Just lost my light. And 6 7s or less. These were all the Wizards of the Coast base set and base set 2 cards, and the my Team Rocket first edition Magikarp. Then I got 2 9s on from Magic the Gathering. So anyway, so no 10s. So I don't know what that means. Apparently 10s are hard. 9.5s are pretty hard as well. I'm going to look at some of these, see if they are resubmission candidates or not. And we'll see. We'll see, and maybe crack them off. Anyway, I'm going to have them. I'm going to have most of these, actually, they're already listed in my eBay store. I'll put the link in the description. And yeah, next time I get another order back in, I will share them with you guys. The video will be a little shorter because the other submissions through PSA, you only need to do 20 at a time to get to the bulk submission. I just didn't want to have that many cards in one submission. Well, 50 cards like I had here over at PSA for 8 months or a year or however long they're taking right now. I've had one over there since October. That's my oldest. That's a sports card set, but I'll post those on here too. Anyway, comment what your thoughts are. If you guys know any tips on grading that I should be following, or anything I should be looking out for, any cards that you think I should maybe resubmit to PSA or anything, or if you just want to say hello, feel free to comment below, and like and subscribe if you want to see more of this content, and I will put some up. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks a lot.